Today I'm going to be messing around with the e-bike project, the L-Faster 350 watt kit I installed on the Fuji. I think I may have found a way to make it faster.
So it looks like it has a mounting point for a brake hub, same bolt pattern as a disc brake rotor, and then there's a 9-hole mounting point which appears to be the same as the 32 tooth chainring that came with the L-Faster kit that I installed on my bike earlier this year. This does look a little rough on the teeth. Not sure if you can see that, but there's a very rough marks, like it was machined raw and then just painted over. Wasn't deburred or anything, so it's a little rough in manufacturing, but we'll see if it drops a chain. It also came with hardware 6 Allen bolts. I'm assuming that's to mount it to your hub, where a rotor would usually bolt up to, but we're not going to be using this since I'm using the 9-bolt mounting point for the spokes.
So what I'm hoping for is to gain a little bit more speed coming from the 32 tooth that came with the e-bike kit going to a 28. I'm hoping that I can gain at least 2 or 3 miles an hour. We shall see. During my last test, or my initial test when I first put the bike together, I got 22 miles an hour on flat ground. That is just laying on it with no pedal assist. Could go faster with obviously with pedal assist, but defeats the purpose of testing out the whole sprocket thing. So apples to apples comparison later on today, I'm going to install the 28 tooth chainring and shoot for 25 miles an hour. Let's get started.
Should be the same bolt pattern. Hopefully it'll bolt right on. Same bolt pattern.
I found that the least frustrating way to do this is not to focus on centering it first, but just getting all the hardware in place and installing the ring, and making sure that all the bolts and nuts are pretty flush, and then you can center it to the hub. You can focus on centering it on the hub and then tightening each one by hand. And once you feel that it's perfectly centered, then you can start torquing down all the hardware. Sprocket is nice and centered on the hub, and all the bolts are fully tight. All the spokes are sandwiched by the rubber insulator, so should be ready for reinstall. What you will notice is there's a lot of slack here. Since it is a much smaller sprocket, there's going to be plenty of chain that needs to be shortened. I would think maybe 2 links. We'll find out. I don't have a chain breaker right now, so what I'm going to try to do is reposition my bracket so it'll add more tension to this, but worst case scenario, I'm gonna take out 2 links, take this to a bike shop. Just got back from the bike shop. They took out 4 links. Hopefully that's gonna work. It cost me a whopping $4. Let's give this thing a shot. Sounds a little different. Let's see how fast it goes.
Max speed.
Okay, so I did the same exact test as last time. Fastest I was able to go today is 26.7 miles an hour. So definitely faster with a 28T Sprocket. I do notice one downside is it picks up speed a little bit, just a little bit slower. Like there's less low end torque, but it's definitely faster on the top end. Okay, so that is a pretty successful upgrade. I got my 25 miles an hour that I was shooting for, plus a little bit more. So if you are gonna decide to do this, please keep in mind that you will have to shorten your chain since you are going to a smaller sprocket. It will create more slack. You may even have to reposition the electric motor, how it's mounted, just to add some tension like I did. Every bike's gonna be a little different. If you want to try it out, it's less than $20. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get that sprocket. If you found today's video to be helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. Definitely keeps me motivated to take on more of these projects. If you do like this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. But for today, this is going to be it. Thank you for watching.